And please let us know where you're all coming in from. Where you're coming in from or what time, actually. It is just after 8 a.m. here in Brisbane, Australia.
And we're also, for the first time ever, going live on YouTube. So, yeah, welcome along.
Yeah. So today we are doing keto chocolate and coconut bites. So I guess we will get started. So we're going to start. Have you got the recipe? I made them last night, so I should be all right anyway.
I do know the important tip is to not let the water hit the pan, otherwise it gets too hot.
Yeah, and it is hitting the pan.
So
I've just turned it down.
It's actually supposed to be simmering and not boiling.
Yeah, well, we'll just take this off for the time being.
Bronwyn's
okay, so we're going to start with
smashing the bottom of the bowl with boiling water.
150 grams of cocoa butter. I've never heard of cocoa butter in my life. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Leanne.
Good morning.
I went and got it from the health food shop, and it is white and it melts, and it literally smells like cocoa powder. It smells amazing. So 150 grams of cocoa butter. We have 1 tablespoon of carob powder. Doesn't want to come out.
She sifted it all, so it's all lightly, nicely packed.
It is, yes. Make sure you sift everything. Obviously, you can't sift the cocoa butter. We have 3 tablespoons of raw cacao powder.
That reminds me of the blender.
Yeah, well, you know, there's always got to be something that I do that's a bit funny. A pinch of salt.
Not even that's coming out.
Yeah, it's not coming out.
You know why? It's because we've had a lot of, well, not a lot of rain. We've had a bit of rain overnight and yesterday, so there is a bit of humidity in the air.
Hey, Sharon.
Hey, Justin.
Hi,
so yeah, so any of that powdery stuff is going to stick.
Susan, I am definitely going to post the recipe. After I've uploaded this video, I'll post the recipe. Hi, Bella. Hi, Danica. Hi, Justin. Okay, we also have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
Oh, yes.
We have 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla powder. I couldn't find vanilla powder. They'd sold out of the vanilla powder. Hey, Ken, how's it going? California, USA. Ken, I used to live in California, in San Pedro for a year. 1/4 teaspoon. I need my 1/4 teaspoon of... I'm just using vanilla paste. They did say to me in the health food shop I can use vanilla paste in lieu of vanilla powder. And now it does ask for 1/2 teaspoon of liquid stevia. I made these last night. Matt and I cannot stand stevia. It is yuck. So I am replacing the liquid stevia with, I'm doing a 1/3 cup of confectioner's Swerve. For us Aussies, you can get Swerve on iHerb online. I bought 5 packets of it. You can get it in the granulated and the confectioner's sugar. So you can find it. Otherwise, there is a xylitol version. Actually, I'm not using Swerve. I'm using the xylitol version. I just don't like to use xylitol because I have a dog, and one little morsel of xylitol will probably kill my dog. So we've just got to be very, very careful. Xylitol is extremely toxic to dogs. So I'm putting in 1/3 cup of xylitol into there. It didn't stick. All right. So then we just mix all of these ingredients. So the only ingredients that I don't have in this at the moment is the flaked coconut, and there's also coconut cream. So we're just going to mix it until it's all... Can you guys see the pan okay? Kind of, not really.
It's still very lumpy.
Yeah, we got to wait for it to melt. Matt.
But so while Bronwyn's doing that, I've just done some research in the last 5 minutes before the show, because we like to prepare within a few minutes of going live. I guess that's our framework. We don't really put a lot of effort into planning, which frustrates me to no end because I'm a planner. Anyway, so I just want to talk a little bit about the side effects of a ketogenic or low carb diet, mainly because a lot of people talk about the benefits of it. So, you know, weight loss, decreased cravings, and possibly the reduced risks of diseases. So, but what about some of the side effects? And that can kind of confuse people walking in there thinking how wonderful and great it's going to be, and then all of a sudden they get hit with all these little side effects that they weren't expecting. So hopefully over the next few lives I'll start to bring a few of these side effects in so that people are more aware about what they're actually getting into. Yes, there are some great benefits, but as with everything, there is also a dark side to it as well. So if you know what's coming, then you're more prepared for it and you're able to actually probably reduce some of these side effects or maybe even nullify them altogether. So the first one I'm going to touch on really is dizziness and drowsiness. It's something that I actually experienced in the first few days of changing. So one of those things is as you move into that ketogenic diet, you reduce you start to get rid of excess water. So while that's happening, minerals like potassium, magnesium and sodium are also leaving the body as well. So in order to sort of combat that, you can prepare a little bit in advance with food. So potassium-rich foods like broccoli, avocado, some meat, poultry and fish are all great foods for you to be able to help elevate your potassium levels to help combat what's being moved out of the body with the excess water. You can also add salt to your food rather than adding food to your salt. But in the past we've probably been told not to add salt to our food, so you need to be a little bit careful there.
Pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Pink Himalayan salt is usually the go-to one that people talk about. However, if you're on particularly if you're on a 60 carb or less per day diet, you may need to make up for those losses.
About 60 grams.
Or less.
Yeah.
Yep. And then if you have high blood pressure and you are on medication, please spend some time going and talking to your doctor about your plans and what you want to do, and get some guidance on how to do that, because we don't want to be mucking around or with your blood pressure. That can be quite dangerous.
Okay.
And the last thing is to supplement your magnesium, and that's easily enough done by going to any health food store or even into your local grocer, and there's magnesium there that you can replace. Generally people promote to take it just before you go to bed. That gives time for the body to absorb it into, and then there's also, you can have a magnesium bath if you want to do that. So
hi Debbie, hi Ben, awesome info, thanks so much Maddie.
Coming up over the next few lives I'll start to bring in more, so hopefully as people move into this ketogenic diet and low carb lifestyle, that
it's
side
what we
effects
call,
will be less.
what Maddie's talking about is called the keto flu. Not everybody goes through it, but a lot of people do. So okay, alright, so this has now all melted. So we're now adding in 3 tablespoons of coconut cream.
That looks like more than 3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons of coconut cream. Now we are meant to let it cool to room temperature. If you do like it a little bit creamier, I would add a bit more coconut cream if you want. I haven't experimented with adding a bit more coconut cream. Lena! Yay! Hello! You
Lena.
finally caught us live! Yay! Okay, so I did try this and it is very cocoa rich. Oh no! Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm going to turn off my phone because someone is PMing me. Go away, Ian Eld. Everyone just heard my PM come through. Oh, hang on. Okay, all right. Okay, and then the last one is the 100 grams of flaked coconut. I got the flaked coconut. There is a difference between shredded, desiccated and flaked coconut. I found the flaked coconut in Coles. Oh my gosh, this flaked coconut is so good. It's really, really moist. It's not as dry.
It tastes like coconut.
It's quite sweet. So just be careful and check the carb count and the sugar count on the back of your flaked coconut.
So how'd you go with the macros in the end anyway?
No. Look, my girlfriend provided me this recipe, Nicole Wilson. I forgot to tag you in it. I will tag you in this later. It is a Pete Evans paleo low carb recipe. She did PM it to me, and her cookbook doesn't have the macros. So we will try and figure out the macros via an app, but if any of you, Lena, perhaps you can figure out what the macros are. You're really, really
Thanks,
good. Thank you, Lena. Yeah, perhaps we'll try and figure out the macros. I do have an app where you can put everything in, okay? All right, so that's how it looks when it's all mixed in. And we just grab a tray. Now I'm just gonna fill a couple of these. It does say to use a muffin tin. I don't have a small muffin tin, so I just got these little muffin cups, or you know, you can put truffles and stuff in there, and just fill them all up. But I do have some that I prepared earlier. Can everybody see okay?
That smells very chocolatey.
It is very chocolatey, but lucky for you, Maddie, you love your chocolate.
Hopefully it comes out better without the stevia in it.
Look, some people might like that taste of stevia, but I really dislike the stevia. It's kind of, it just lingers on the aftertaste.
It's like I'm getting sucked into having medicine.
Oh, it is wrong.
Like, this tastes good. Oh.
There are much better options to stevia, in my opinion. I think stevia is good if you can mix it with other sweeteners. If you, especially if something calls for less, you know, less of a filler, so you need to put less dry ingredients in, then liquid stevia is really good. But if it's something where it can melt in, and it's something like this where it's no bake and it goes straight into the fridge, then I would use another alternative to stevia. I'm nearly done. I'm just doing them so quickly. And then Matt's got some right there. So this makes 20. It does say 15 to 20. It definitely makes 20. That'll do, hey?
That looks good.
It looks good?
Except for that one that looks like it's got hardly anything in it.
Oh. Oh no. Can't have that happen. The kids will be fighting over, you got more in your cup than mine.
Make sure you count 20.
I know. The kids got accused of taking one last night.
Yeah, she miscounted and then she's come up rampaging. Rampaging she was about who's taken mine. Pointing fingers at everyone, and then went downstairs and recounted them and found out that she'd actually got it wrong. I counted wrong, but the kids got blamed and they didn't do it. Yeah. It was like Jesus on the cross all over again. Oh, Maddie. That's silly. I did apologise to the children. Okay. She did. Alright, so... Humbly. I'm not eating. Oh. I'm not biting. I know, you don't. Okay, so here's one that I prepared last night. So they come out like this. Turn it up little, there we go. Little chocolate morsels of goodness. Yeah. Lick the bowl, Susan. How about I lick the spoon? Yeah, try the spoon. Taste that. Oh my gosh, it is so much better without the stevia. Yeah. Opinion? Yes. Yeah? Get rid of the stevia. Oh, do not use stevia! It's an insult to your senses. To that stuff. Oh, there you go. So good. I mean, well, as good as stevia can get. Good as stevia? Well, this has got stevia in it. Oh, right. I said, so good. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of a fake. No, just joking. Yeah, you know, like when you were at your friend's place when you were a kid and they served you dinner you didn't like. And you're like, it's really good. I'll come back. Hi, Gloria. So anyway, we just want to say how much fun we have. Lena, sorry, just quickly. Lena, I use confectioner's swerve in place of stevia. A third of a cup, and a third of a cup was enough. Yeah, it's really much better. Yeah. But like I said, like I was saying, we have a lot of fun doing this and interacting with you guys, and we love seeing how you guys are interacting with each other as well. We just love sharing our experience, strength and hope, and obviously some of you may know about Bronwyn's story, some of you might not know my story. I'm also a recovering alcoholic addict. So we're basically sharing our experience, strength and hope based on what we've experienced in our own battles with our drug and alcohol addictions and our depression. And now we're showing you what life and recovery is like, and we love sharing that with you. hopefully, and this is probably a bit of an undertone fact, someone somewhere in each one of our lives is also suffering, whether they're suffering through alcohol and drug addiction or they're suffering quietly with depression. So we're hoping that you can help us get that message out there that life and recovery, whatever the problem is possible for you, and life is good on the other side. So we'd really appreciate if you want to help us get our message out there to show that life and recovery is possible. It is great and fun, and may help us all make a difference.
Hi Tammy. Yeah, so if you gain value out of this, please share our live video. We really love our cooking shows to get out there to everybody. We have heaps of fun doing them, and I know that people really enjoy watching us as well from the feedback that we've gotten. So please feel free to share our lives. And Susan was asking how long you've been doing keto. I am not strict keto.
Okay. So
Maddie is.
I actually stopped. I don't know almost my date actually. So I did a stand-up paddleboard challenge at Easter this year, and come back off the back end of that. So beginning of April, I started to. I didn't jump straight in either. I gradually weaned myself in because I don't like extreme changes like that. So over the course of whatever it is now, 3 months, I've transitioned into a low carb diet. I probably spent about a month of just slowly moving over, and then by the last 2 months it's probably been a lot more strict. Yeah. I can't say I don't count the macros, I don't jab myself with a needle and test my blood, I don't pee on sticks, I don't do any of that sort of stuff. I just be mindful about the carb content that I'm taking in, and I'm very, very basic.
Yeah, in lazy keto. Lazy keto.
Well, I'm lazy keto, if that's a term.
Well, that's lazy is if you don't count macros, so you're lazy.
And I am very basic in as much what my diet is. So for a large part of some stuff, it's almost the same stuff every day. That's just how I do it. Some people like lots of variety, other people can deal with it.
Yeah.
That's just how I do it.
Okay.
So my results so far, I think Bronwyn posted a photo, but I averaged around 80 kilos, 79, 80 kilos. And then I've come down to about 76, 75, depending on what day it is and what I've eaten.
So that's
definitely that's trim. I'm definitely a lot trimmer.
That's a keto diet plus ketones. So Matt also has therapeutic ketones every day. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate everything. Christy, I know you are kicking goals with your lazy ass. Lazy keto. All right, guys. Thanks so much. They're really good. So make sure you give it a try. Everybody have a wonderful, what is it?
Saturday here,
and
Friday
night in the US, Canada, everywhere else in the world. See you later.
Have fun.
That was a good one. I'm glad you did that info while I was stirring up. I was just careful that if it goes too long, people stop watching.